I really don't need to show anything, but maybe I show my Christmas tree. That's the tree of hope. Every time they come to my house, they ask me, "What's up with the Christmas tree?" Like I'm some kind of cuckoo head. But basically, this is not just a Christmas tree. This tree actually represents many other things. Hope, definitely. In the last 10 years, we finally have the answer. Our prayer got answered. Also memorial tree. So as you can see, there's a lot of little candles, ornaments there, and each one is represent my loved one. So it's a tree, and it's also a spiritual tree. Why? Because I'm fighting against the devil's spirit around here, evil spirit around here. So every time I light up the Christmas tree, they call Christmas tree, I call my everything tree with God. It's basically I'm communicating with my God. The tree, the lighting, it's basically expressing the light of God. So this is what it's all about. And every time they came over here, you still have your Christmas tree up? Well, it's beyond the Christmas tree, so hopefully that would explain it. I chose to record it because I speak to myself quite a bit. At this point, even though if we have the criminal case of theirs in December, I still believe that it's time that the judge would just go ahead and awarded the settlement agreement, because it is really in between the police department and also the Department of Justice on our behalf of the civil rights lawsuit. First of all, the police department lost their cases, okay? In addition, it has been proven there's many, many, many brutalities and abuse in our case. And to speak individually, so did Diana. I mean, there's a lot of cases that of her grossly, and many with Sophia Phi too, abusing us along with John, Michele, and Robert Davis. So the case are very overwhelming with a lot of evidence, and now it led to because they were fraudulently tried to frame me with their lies, their false accusation that they involved these physicians, and could look like it could also lead towards Medicare healthcare fraud. Okay, so all around is really bad case, and they tried to nitpicking me with small stuff, and then turned out they were the one who committed the fraud too. Like Bloomberg was so mad when Diana and Sophia was first got indicted. He actually tried to indict me using access. Okay, so turned out they falsified the special need trust. It was created as a third-party trust, but they switched it, they changed it illegally to first-party trust. Right there, they can just be convicted with that fraud alone. Okay, so then they tried to convict me, indicted me with access, transportation. So that they already started the organized gang stalking, car after car, access van drove by. I thought it was a nice lady, but turned out it was a sign of their harassment. Okay, the cop sit right in front of my face in another car, staring at me as I was typing the notes at Trader Joe. He was like staring at me. I mean, and he let me know that I read your notes. So you see what I mean? I mean, the level of their abuse was so intense. So as soon as I type about my lights was on, I mean, they have access to my car. They have keys to my car, okay? For them to even know how my battery just got replaced. They knew that. So they have to get into my car in order to notice that, right? So the car with all the lightings, okay? As soon as I type that, they play the game of organized gang stalking. All the lights are on. It was so bad that even the people behind me, the lights are on. And it was daylight like this. And it was so bad, so many of them. They're coming out like in the woodwork. So like, just like in their own network. It's just like in the matter of push button, they're all coming out. And that day, it was so bad that I can even count only 2 or 3 cars that have no lights on. And that's including mine. That's how bad it was. And it was daylight like this. I mean, why would you need any lights on? I mean, look how bright that is, okay? So basically, at this point, I just don't see any reason to hold off on the settlement agreement because we're not having the agreement directly with Bloomberg, Diana, Sophia Phi, Bob, John or Michelle that if they get indicted, there will be no settlement agreement. No, there wasn't like that. It was between the police department, which they agree upon it, and they fought for it, the lawsuit, and they lost. So once they already lost the case, then it's time to basically proceeding with it and honoring it. That's just not even my opinion, but I just think that's the right thing to do. Hopefully, the judge will also see that and make the right decision on our behalf. With them being indicted, I do expect more false accusation. I have to also expect, the false. This is why they won't let me block my doors, buying the alarm to basically block the door so they can come in anytime they like, to go through our stuff. And these people, I sincerely hope that the judge also blocked them having any further access to my apartment, okay, and also with our electronic devices, from our phones, okay, to our tablets, to anything that's not belonging to them, because there is really nothing left for them to be investigated. But anything now to December on their trial will be nothing but more of harassment, okay, more of their way to find fraudulent way to basically try to frame me in so many different things, just like I say that access thing, okay, it's peanut stuff. I have the right to choose whatever transportation best interests to serve my sister needs. And for them to went out their way to falsify, fraudulently change their special needs dress from third-party dress to the first-party dress to indict me. This is no justice, people. This is like a kangaroo court, like I was asking Sophia Phi, who are you looking for, kangaroo court? Because this is truly a sign of our country, our justice system is being manipulated by these criminals. I have to call her criminals now because I just don't see how she called that as a investigator when her people was fraudulently switched the bank transaction, okay? When I paid a credit card from my own personal account, and then I left with the receipt in my hands. And she switched it, she has her people in the bank canceling out and switch it into my sister account so they can use it in court for their trials, okay? Like I was a bad person. I didn't even realize that, knowing it, until I received the bank statement the following month for the last month transaction, which these transactions was done in August 2020. The bank statement arrived in September 2020, and that was when I learned about the fraudulent activities. If that's not enough, she sent, once I showed the proof, hey, you people lie, I have the receipt here. Okay, I even went to the police first before I went to the bank to have it fixed. And the only reason I went to the bank to have it fixed because the police officer asked me to do so. And if they cannot fix it, go back, he will help me. Okay, so I decided to do exactly what he said. And when I showed the proof, okay, that they did it, they lie about it. And guess what? She came back, had her people come over here, shredded, and I mean shredded all the bank statement associated in the year of 2020, okay? Shredded my original receipt, shredded everything, and then to put back, okay, after I make noises, hey, something is wrong, they shredded my bank statement, and I was right. I wasn't even sure what year, but I knew there was a whole bunch of stuff shredding in my shredder. And if that wasn't enough, okay, they put it, go through all my stuff, they planted the false evidence, which means they put back the evidence, but these are fake evidence that created by them. So now to be the bank statement was left by Sophia was also the fake bank statement. That's scary. If they can produce the fake bank statement, okay, they can produce my fake payroll check stuff, okay, because I lost 2 weeks. I keep saying that over and over. They also be able to produce, look at what they did to my U.S. passport and also my sister and I, the U.S. passport identification card, and even my U.S. citizen paperwork. So to show you the level of these people fraud, I don't even know why we have to wait till December, but I guess we have you go to court, and then the judge set the day for the trial. So I think that's how it works, because I never been to a criminal court case before, so I don't know how it works. But it looks like they are all indicted, thank God. And now I have to fight the new abuse, because they will abuse us again. They were not going to stop. In the past, when they got indicted for their fraudulent, unethical earn, the whistleblower protection rewards, that was the vicious, vicious year. And that was in 2023. And the entire year was nothing more but severe abuse, harassment by them, with a large group of the people organized gang stalking. Just like the part that when Sophia and Diana was first got indicted, they played the game, organized gang stalking with the lights on and the axes coming out, and they even tried to indict me with the false evidence that they created. Again, fraudulently reproduced the special need trust. So I'm going to try to keep this video short, because they say that if it's over 15 minutes, I cannot upload it. It's not the same account, or blah, blah, blah. So as you can see, at this point, I'm not afraid of them, but at the same time, I have to really stop being kind and having compassionate towards mean people out of my good heart. What they did today, they twisted my words. When I talk about lifespan, if you read my notes carefully, I clearly say the lifespan was on my sister with Down syndrome, because Dr. Hariyawa Nala mentioned that my sister has a serious lung disease, okay? And it's progressive. Everybody knows COPD, it is progressive. So I'm so grateful that Dr. H, working with us in his ethic way, in the ethical and integrity manners, where the new rescue solution, alpha-motorol, aka Pravana, works wonder for her right now. You know, I mean, I don't see any struggle in her breathing right now. So it's help. It has been very helpful. I just remember he taught me two things. Just remember 12 and 12. So like this, I set up at 7:30, but like this morning I ran late. So I just remember 12 and 12, you know. And because thanks to Dr. H, it's clarified that this is where the fraud coming out. They actually modify everything on her medical records, okay? On her tests, fake blood result test, fake x-ray. I mean, then there was some physician, I have no idea who they were, and then there was all kind of check reimbursed by Medicare Part B. I have no clues, and that was in the year of 2022. Okay, so it looked like they were setting up some kind of fraud going on, or some type of trying to frame me. So from their fraudulent activities, it led to these physicians involved, especially Dr. Kansarum, the primary physician here, would falsify her using steroid instead of communicate with her pulmonary specialist then, including the prednisone when her lungs was flare up. So their intention was not good for my sister at all. So by maliciously try to frame me to help them in their try to winning their try, which are perjuries, which are nothing but lies, okay, turn out it ended up costing our system even more money and put her life at risk, because end up that they are committing some Medicare Part B and Part D fraudulent something is going on, and the regular Medicare too, and basically placed my sister, her health and safety at risk. So at this point, I honestly pray. Well, they don't like to use the word pray because I guess they think I'm too Catholic. But I'm sorry, that's my religion, and I'm proud to be a Catholic. I'm proud to be a daughter of my God, Lord Jesus Christ. I don't judge your religion, but when you use it to harm me with your spell, your voodoo, your hex, your witchcraft spell, and your curses, that's no longer religion. That's to me demonic forces where you basically using it to abuse us grossly. So hopefully the judge will close down the case on the settlement agreement, let it be finished, award it, and call it and we'll wait until well, I'm going to end now because it's about 15 minutes. But I think the judge know what I'm talking about.